So, like I said,
You're watching Inches Lowriders.
welcome to another live Beaches Lowriders. Already logged on to the Instagram live. Uh, hopefully, I should go on Facebook too, huh? But yeah. Anyways, you guys hear me on there? They got like what, 6 people so far for the live. See if anybody can hear me. I know you guys can hear me because you're not hooked up to this microphone. Um, what's up, Anthony? We're on YouTube. You hear me? I'm out of stickers right now. I gotta order more. Good evening. So, like I said, I have the Instagram live on right now. Oh, I didn't know I can zoom in and out on that. And you guys come join me on the YouTube channel. Frank Corona, California. What up, everybody? Did you guys get to watch the that long video from the takeover? What up? I didn't get to take very many pictures. So I didn't get to take very many pictures at the takeover. So there might be a few. I'm just gonna put them on social media. I'm not gonna make a page for it on the website. If you guys see the thumbnail, if you've had a chance to look at the thumbnail real quick, what you're gonna see on there is um, what next shows I'm gonna be at. Well, there's three shows that I'll be at that are on my thumbnail for this video, and the first one, which is next, not this weekend. I'm taking this weekend off from everything, from anything. So the ninth, I fly out to San Diego for the Bombs Fest. So that will be my next show to do, and I'm flying out there for the day. So I'll be out there, um, fly out in the morning, go have breakfast, then go hit the show, do my thing. Um, I might have a model out there. Um, it's not 100% for Bomb Fest in San Diego, but we'll see. Then there's on the same day, but I won't be in California on the 17th, October 17th. I will be that weekend. I will be in Wichita, Kansas, for the Midwest Super Show. So if you guys are out there in that area, check that one out. It's all indoor, hops all indoor. That's a good event. I went last year for the first time. It was pretty cool. And then that's why I'm going back. And then but the same day out here in Turlock, California, um, the Impalas magazine having their show, and that's on a Sunday. And then the weekend of Halloween, the 30th, there's a motorcycle show in Long Beach. I will also I have plans to be on at that show, and that's a lowrider style custom motorcycle show. So it's from the motorcycles, the Viklas that are the style, the lowrider style. There's also and then also there's another flyer for, of course, the 24th, October 24th. That's in Houston. So if you're out there in Houston, you're out there in Texas, go check out that event. Um, you're gonna have Dolly Girl performing amongst other people. Um, I do know as of right now, Georgia and St. T will be out there modeling. I believe they'll be in Wichita as well, and that's the week before that. I'm not doing any shows also on that weekend of the 24th. I have a um, family thing to do. My goddaughter's birthday, and I can't miss that. And then this weekend, well, the second is the 2 years after my since my mom's passed. So I'm taking that time, hanging out with my son, and just chilling out. Lodi is in the house. Yeah, Anaheim was badass. So that was a last minute decision. And a matter of fact, Juan, Crazy Toys that's doing the Houston show. He was he ended up going to that show, and he asked me if I was gonna come out. So he basically, he's asked me to come out there. So I went out there. I got some great footage, a lot of stuff. I still, you know, it took a long time. I didn't expect the show to be that big, and it wasn't that I didn't. I just never been there, and I had never been there, so it was yeah. I was thinking it was gonna be a decent sized show with some really nice cars because it was an all indoor event, but it was like 3 times as big as I thought. So I think from what I've heard, they had around 1,100 entries, and that's a lot. And so it took me, with breaks, stopping to eat something, using the restroom. Um, it probably took me over 4 hours just to get all that footage. Phoenix in the house. So what my favorite year is a 61 convertible. And so if I had like big money, I'd really invest in something like that. I also like the 49 Fleet Lines. So what's up, everybody on Instagram? There's like 2 people on here from the live. Go to my YouTube, okay? I'm out. Let's sign off on that. Down. I don't like. I don't know if you guys. Not everybody has Instagram, but we used to be able to go live and then you would end it and it would stay on for like 24 hours. Now you have to like either download it or put it to your YouTube. I mean, excuse me, your IGTV. So anyhow, so yeah, let me get back to the takeover show. Like I said, that was put on by Love for the Streets. Um, First time I ever went to that that event. Um, so it was pretty sick. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of nice cars. I mean, some people. If you look at my footage, I started like at 11:30. So by the time I got in, by the time I got in there, and put my stuff down and got my camera ready and figured out, I didn't even know where to start. So I basically like started in the middle and I went one way and I got to the end of there. And then when I was done with that, I had to go back to the middle. And it was crazy because I actually realized I'm like, shit, I actually didn't get more. I thought I had like a third left. No, I was only halfway done. So I had to go back to the middle and then do all of that. And for this show, I went by myself. If I would have known better, I would have took my assistant. I didn't know. So I mean, I got a lot of footage. I use my GoPro, and I know a lot of people trip out because a lot of times for my quick footage, um, I just use my GoPro, and but I use it on a Karma grip, so it's a gimbal, so that's why it's more smoother. And I see a lot of people holding their GoPro with their hand, of course, of the selfie stick, and that just I watch my video and I could see my footsteps in it, even though the Karma grip. it makes it smoother, or the camera's pretty stable, you still got to move. I mean, you still move. So there's sometimes when I see too much of the up and down, and it drives me crazy too. So I'm very mindful. Don't ever think I don't realize that that's happening in my videos. But sometimes I get in a hurry, and then it doesn't come out as smooth. And that's one of the things I try to tell everybody, because some people, they don't understand that I don't do my videos in a documentary form. I do them and try to get as much in there as possible. So, once I walked the whole show, and I did the whole show with the GoPro, and I had to go get my battery pack because my GoPro was gonna die. The grip was running out of power. So I had to do the rest of the show tethered basically to the battery pack. And then once I did that, then I grabbed my regular camera. And then actually, that's when I have, now you guys see that I have the new microphone with my logo, and I start walking around. You'd be surprised. Not a lot of people want to get on the mic. I get that. People are shy, but you catch people. And then you don't even understand how many times some people it gets just to they try and they can't do it. And I just tell people, when you get on the microphone, if you want to say something, just spit it out. Just say what you got to say, because that's how I learned how to do all this. And I've done public speaking and such. So at the end of the day, I learned how to do most of this stuff, and I just realized I just had to do it. And I remember, like, in junior high, having to do a presentation in front of a class, and I was nervous and shy and scared, and I just got up there and blurted everything out, and they were like, they were surprised, and I did pretty good. So, but it wasn't until I was older that I got way more comfortable speaking. So that's why I do this and such like that. Thank you, Martin. So I've been talking to a couple of people about that through that supposedly 3 day super show. I could be wrong. Okay. But what I was told is it's probably not going to actually be a 3 day show. It's not even a holiday weekend. So then how do you show on Friday? You would literally have to move in like Wednesday, Thursday to show Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And so I think it's going to be more of a move in on Friday, probably move in Saturday, and show on Sunday. I think they just worded it because they want people to have, like, it's gonna be there for the weekend. But I mean, I totally get the 3 day, having to move in if it's gonna be that big of a show. And that's it. I think it's gonna be a good show. I think it's gonna be, worth the time. But I think that people gonna get impression that it's like gonna be this 3 day event and all this stuff, and I don't think that's really what's gonna happen. And then, but like I said, I don't know. I mean, they could have something up their sleeve, but it's not a holiday weekend, so you have an extra day, Friday. So not very many people, even though people do spend a lot of money and they spend a lot of time to get these cars into these shows, there's no guarantee that people are going to come on a Friday, or have to set up. Basically, you'd have to stay there for like a week if you were going to have a 3 day show, meaning like doors open on Friday. So then they would have to move in maybe Friday, all day Thursday, and then the probably open the doors like Friday night, which I don't think that's gonna happen in LA. So I don't know. Like I said, they haven't set the details to it right now. Actually, I got worried, more or less worried about Vegas, because the events that I have at the end of the month, the motorcycle event will be the last event that I'm gonna go to, and then I'm gonna buckle down because I'm saving my money. Like right now, I'm trying to, try to save money. Good luck. I really haven't. I wasn't even supposed to go to the takeover show, so I spent money that I was saving. So point being is, Vegas is gonna be a big show. If you're gonna worry about doing anything November, Vegas, it's not gonna be that hot. Who knows how the weather is, but the show's gonna be all indoor anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then they're gonna have two hops. They're gonna have a hop right after the show, and then they're gonna have a hop on Sunday. So there's gonna be a lot going on. And Friday there'll probably be a pre-hop after the move-in and everything. But I'm driving out there this year, and then I'll be going. So I'm gonna try to get out there early Friday, get my stuff, my media passes, and everything else like that, and then, um, enjoy the weekend as best I can because that hop after the show is probably gonna. I'm gonna. A lot of people will be really tired on that one, so it's gonna be one of those things where we're gonna have to make some extra effort to push myself to get out there and do a whole other event right after doing Vegas and trying to cover all of that. But I'm gonna have my assistant with me and uh, see how that all works out. What's up, Fresno? So yeah, so I just want to, reiterate, of course, you guys, um, stay tuned, keep sharing. I appreciate everybody that's been viewing all the videos. Like I said, the takeover video, that's really doing really good. I think I got over 5,000 views already. Um, so it's moving quite along pretty fast. They had like almost 2,000 views in less than 24 hours. So all that stuff, makes a big difference. So, I like doing, I'm trying to see how, I guess now, I mean, once where I'm at, but I was looking at like, oh, damn, this video is going to be long if I want to do a part one and part two. So I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys think I should just keep the one long video, an hour and a half, maybe more if I get all the footage, or should I break it down into smaller videos, uh, like episodes? I guess you could say. You know what? I don't know who won Best of Show at the Takeover. Um, I go do everything I can, but I don't have a lot of times. I never really sit for the awards, so I didn't see exactly who won. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I gotta not reinvent, but try some different things and see how they work. I thinking that because I know like when I did the Arizona Super Show, it usually gave me about 3 videos. So you would have the show itself. Um, Actually, it was like more like 4 or 5 videos, but the actual Arizona show, I would have about 3 videos because you would have the show, the hop, and then I would do a standalone video for the models. So that was 3, and then that weekend, which I don't know what's gonna happen next year because it's not gonna be the same again either. But that the next, um, but that whole weekend, I had like, uh, then it would be Sunday. Then the day after would be Frank's hop, and then after the hop was the cruise. So there was a lot of material and a lot of stuff to cover. That was a really busy weekend, but it's going to be different because a lot has changed. And if you guys have been paying attention, we have Arizona, the Arizona show this weekend, and then but next year there's everything is going to be on different weekends. So when we're used to going to the Super Show on a Saturday and you're staying there the whole weekend, and then you go to the hop and everything and stuff like that, is all changing. Frank's is doing his, I think, at the end of February, and it's like I'm like that sucks because that's a great event on its own, but now am I gonna have the budget to be able to go out there just for that, and then a couple weeks later go, or a month later go to Arizona again? So I'm still. I mean, Arizona is always like the beginning of the year, but for me, budget wise, I'm usually recovering from Christmas, so that's where I'm trying to get all my priorities and everything rolling because I know that it is an important event, and so I got to figure out because by the time Christmas comes along, I'm already usually have a flight booked to Arizona. I have my rooms booked for Arizona and for that super show. So now it might not be a big weekend, so it might be one of those ones where I just fly in and fly out because it may be beneficial for me just to fly in, go hit the show, and then Uber back to the airport and come home versus staying out there in a hotel because this LA show that's going to be happening. And it's also the LA show is on the same exact weekend as the Torres Empire Dallas Super Show. So even though that's you have LA and then you have Dallas, I think that's gonna kind of throw someone for a loop because sometimes the heavy hitters will go out to Dallas because of Torres, especially with the hoppers. Yeah, I figured people would stop it and go back and watch it later and stuff like that. Um, it also took forever to load. I mean, the bigger the video, the bigger the file, and I have really good internet, so it really didn't take that long. But if something goes wrong, I have to reload or I have to fix something, it just takes forever. And so I don't know. I think if I get all that footage, I think I might start just I can edit everything and then break it down into smaller videos and then put them up like put the first one up and then put one like schedule them to pop up like every other day or Monday, Tuesday, whatever. But yeah, I don't really want to do too many short videos. I like the longer. A lot of people say they like the longer because they watch it like a movie. And I think a lot of times that people let it play. But I've always noticed a lot of times, like so if I have a part one and part two, because part two becomes the most recent, once I upload part two, that part two gets way more views and people don't watch part one. I noticed that, and I'm like my part ones won't have that many views, and part two has like all kinds of views, and I'm thinking to myself, well, you know, they should be kind of even, but it just depends on the event, I guess. Yeah, like I said, and a lot of people, they throw the videos, they throw YouTube on in the shop, and if they're a car shop or something like that, then the videos play in the background. They don't even use the sound or anything like that. And that's what I've got a lot of. I get even like I said, a couple bars, restaurants, depending on where it's at. But I've seen it, and I have people send me pictures. My videos playing on the TV. And then once again, I gotta remind you guys, don't forget, if you haven't already, go to the website, register your email. So then when I do send something out, like I said, once a week, once every other week, I'll be sending out an email. Mostly the only time I really do it is to notify you guys of something new on the website. So when I load up new pictures from an event, or something like that, it will be email for the email notifications. Uh, Usually when I do the emails, I throw in a couple flyers. Depends on if like someone's paying me to promote, or there's just a couple events that are coming up that I think people might be interested in. I'll throw it in the email. So with that, it's like I know not everybody's always on their social media, so that's why I created the email notifications. So do that. And if you have signed up and you haven't seen any emails, check your spam. Just I'm just telling because it tells me how many people have opened it, and it also tells me like if they've clicked the link for the video or to go to the website or um, basically anything I put in there with a link to like where all the photos are at on the website. It tells me, so I know like half of the people that I emailed actually opened up the email, and then from there it just tells you like you had 17 on this link and 20 on this link and blah blah blah. But I won't be like emailing you every day and won't be emailing any nonsense. Just stuff from the website mainly, unless I got something going on I want to let everybody know about, or if I come out with anything new merch or something, then I might email just to let you know it's available. So on doing the Wednesday, I was gonna do it earlier, like I said, and then I was busy and I've been busy at work. I was kind of tired and I want to make dinner and stuff, so I ended up just saying that, and then that's why I'm doing it tonight. But I'm wondering if I should do it on Fridays because you guys seem kind of quiet. but I'm tired too. I've actually had to do some work last couple days. Still burnt out from LA or Anaheim, excuse me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this weekend. Trying to relax, So um, other than that, I really continue to appreciate all of you that come in and check out my live, that watch it, that are watching it. Maybe you watch it after the fact. You're seeing this video, tomorrow or the next day or something like that. Because, like I said, I understand not everybody likes that, but I'm also I'm starting to check out some other stuff, videos. I'm trying to get motivated so I can revamp my podcast. So I think with some of the downtime when I don't have to be on out and about, I'm going to go to my other website and try to reorganize that. And then I have a goal. And when I get the podcast back and running, it's going to be a podcast with a station. Um, and it's available, and I'm gonna try to focus on different things. The custom vida, I always talk about it. The custom vida is, I want to do interviews with the car show promoters and detailers, models, painters, tattoo artists, so all kinds of stuff like that. And it's gonna be, mainly based straight to podcast. So I'm not planning on doing a lot of video unless I can get someone to come in and do an interview, and it's worth being able to do that. So that's where I want to go with that. But once again, on YouTube, the Custom Vida is also mine. um so make sure you subscribe to that, because I am consciously been looking into some of the stuff, and I'm trying to get motivated. This stuff about podcasting and everything, this is originally, all this stuff was bought for me to do, not only just the lives, but really just, it was really bought to start that podcast. And that was when COVID happened. So I bought all this stuff, and then everything just went the wrong direction. But that's no fault of anybody, actually. So at the end of the day, now it's just being motivated to do that as well as this. But with that, I mean, I do a lot of phone interviews. So the podcast, I can have the people that I want to talk to. They don't have to come here. They can call in, and I can have a podcast with them. And I want to get behind the scenes. Really, what it comes down to, um, a lot of the stuff. People assume certain things about having shows, or and assume that it's it's so easy, or and stuff like that. So there's actually 3 podcasts that I recorded already that are on there. So if you were to go, or you could check out the other YouTube channel, and there's links there to it. There's a preview of the videos, and with those previews, there's links to those podcasts, so they still play. But I just didn't get to jump on and didn't push that as much as I wanted to, and that's really what I want to get more into. And I think I'm gonna push it, this winter, where I'm not going to be really worried about getting out and doing events. I want to actually just sit down and start putting all these podcasts together, and putting in a series of at least 5, 6 different interviews, and then releasing it, and then that way you get can listen to it whenever you want, and then go from there. So it's one of the reasons why too I'm looking for sponsors. I'm looking for advertisement. Um, I'm looking for help, covering shows. I'm looking, maybe looking for other, photographers or videographers that want to contribute to the channel. And, like I tell everybody, if you have questions about that, just hit me up, you know, um, and then we figure all that out, how we work and how we go about it. Lowrider Magazine is no longer in print. It's only online. So Lowrider Magazine is an online magazine now. If you guys didn't know that, and they do not even print the magazine at all. So, but yeah, I totally understand. But at the same time, if you guys, people always say, "Well, make a magazine." Well, why would you make something that's going out of style? Like, I get there's other people out there trying to put magazines together, but at the end of the day, consistency and advertising is what held it together. What you don't understand is, yeah, they had a lot of ads, and you could complain all you want, but so does YouTube. And for me to be able to do this, I need ads. For you to watch football, whatever team you like, okay, whatever team you like, go Niners. You can't watch football technically for free without advertisement, because if you don't know, which you should know this, Super Bowls kind of taught you more than anything, but without marketing and advertising, you wouldn't even be able to watch your games. So that's because you don't realize that those commercials is really what pays for the NFL more than the people in the stands and all the other stuff. All the advertising, all the commercials during the game, all that is what makes the NFL tick. And we don't realize that. That's why, when, for so many seasons, Reebok makes the uniforms, and then you go back to Nike, or then you go back, to Adidas or whatever it may be. That's why they wear certain cleats and certain teams. That's all marketing, period. And it's how the world really works. And that's how YouTube really works. People think it's about likes. It's not. The fact that you guys spend time on my channel is what actually helps me earn more money. And people don't understand that. The content, it's all about content, and then traffic, traffic, traffic. So the more traffic, that's why the Super Bowl, the commercials are shorter, but they're also cost more, because there's more of an audience watching it for the most part. So you have to understand these things go together. So we have to accept one for the other. Exactly. So getting to that point, from what I understand, so with Lowrider Magazine, there was advertisement in it. Now, what you don't understand is, like, maybe say I want to run an ad, and I want to put an ad about my website. I just want to put the website link in there, blah, blah, blah. That's all good for them. You're going to, okay, what's going to cost blank amount of money, right? For one issue. Okay, cool. It's like a subscription to like editing software or something, right? They're like, what? We'll charge you, you can, less if you pay a year in advance. And then most people won't. So here's the things. I mean, depending, like, so if it's $1,000 for, say it's $1,000 for a full page ad in Lowrider Magazine. I'm just assuming just the number. And what they'll tell you is that for $10,000, they'll put it in 12 issues. You get 2 issues free. And they'll run your advertisement for the whole year. Well, most people ain't going to come up with 10 grand to advertise, their little product or their shop or whatever. So when you guys saw like all those rim ads and everything in the magazines, well, those people paid a lot of money for a year of advertising. And the mom and pop shops and the small businesses that are starting, that are in there, they paid so much, but they were paying month to month, or they don't want to pay this month, that month. So your advertisement's not consistent. And because everybody can advertise for themselves now, for the most part, they don't want to pay $10,000 for a year of advertising in a magazine, period. So, I'm actually still waiting to get an answer I was thinking about going to SEMA for a day, right? Just go out there, take stickers, and just go, whatever. So I had to go and register. So I'm still waiting for approval, because it's not open to the public. And if you don't know what SEMA is, it's a big thing, automotive, industry convention in Vegas. And but there was a class in there, because they have some seminars, and I was looking at that, and it said something about the dying era of print, and learning how to transition into the digital social media, like style of doing everything. So it's kind of interesting because I was like, oh, I want to go do that, but it's like on a Monday, and I'm gonna come back from Long Beach from that because I'm in San Jose. So I don't know. I mean, I have to fly out there, I have to make time, I have to get the time off, all that good stuff, and I got to get the ticket. But I got to get into the convention before I even do all that. So it's one of those things. But my point being is that that's the reality of where it is. A lot of people will sit there and say they want the magazine, and I get why, but it's not making money. Period. You're not they're not making the money that they used to make by printing this magazine. They're still around, they're still a business, but it's all digital. So now they don't have the overhead of paying for the magazine, paying for distribution, because you have to pay for a distributor. And then you have to, and then you have to get it on the shelves. And then you got to pay to get those magazines back if they don't sell. So there's a lot of things behind the scenes, and I'm eventually going to try to push to get, on one of my podcasts, I would love to get some, behind the scenes knowledge from somebody from Lowrider Magazine, and get them on, as to clarify all these assumptions, because I'm just assuming. But I'm also being, told by people that are in the industry, like, these are some of the things that are happening. So like I said, when I do my podcast and I get back into it, one of my main goals is going to bring in some people from Lowrider, and that really just to get the behind the scenes. I don't want them to spill secrets or things that are proprietary to what they do. I want just the behind the scenes, assumptions, letting people know, like, this is how it really is, and it's not as simple as everybody thinks, because that's the problem. Everybody thinks it's so simple to do everything, and yet none of you guys are doing it. People will say, I don't do this or that in some of my videos. Well, go do it yourself and tell me if you don't understand why. It is what it is. But you have to make, to me, that's why I don't let people, people complain or they don't like what I do. Like, don't watch my videos. I mean, it's not going to bother me. If I don't like you, I'm not going to go talk to you. It's just the way it is. Like, it's just like, leave well enough alone, mind your own business. At the end of the day, okay, I don't like this person, I just leave them alone. I don't got time to talk about them. I ain't got time to worry about them. I ain't got time, none of that. I just keep moving on and stay in my lane and do what I got to do. I see people, I tell people, I was telling, tell people, I know when people see what I do. Um, I mean, just for an example, like, uh, I used in the Love for the Streets video, the thumbnail, saying T's in the middle. Now, all of a sudden, I see certain people posting pictures of Saint T. That's how you know they're watching you. That's how you know people are watching you. And it could be coincidence because there was a show and her pictures are popping up everywhere. But when I post, like, if I go do a photo shoot with a model and I post up a picture, and when I see people post, all of a sudden, all these people are posting up pictures of that same model from shoots they've done a year ago, 2 years ago, 6 months ago. And I just did a shoot with them that weekend or that day, and I posted a picture of them. And then all of a sudden, all these other photographers and people that are in the scene start posting up the exact same model. That's how I know they're watching. And to me, I'm like, do your thing. Because when I see people post up pictures of other models that I have pictures of, I don't post my pictures of them because they're older. Let people enjoy the new picture. I don't have a problem with that. Let other people shine. I don't have a problem with that either. That's why I don't sweat it. Like I just like, oh, someone, oh, they did a shoot, okay, or oh, I just did a photo shoot with that girl a month ago, and now everybody's taking pictures of her, and then I'm just like, okay, because I'm not gonna go, oh, I better go keep posting pictures of her. I'm not. That's not my thing. Like, I'm just like, be original. I've even did photo shoots in different locations, and I tried something different, and then like a month later, someone did a video shoot in the same spot, and I'm like, really? Like, I know I ain't never seen nobody take a picture in that spot. Next, you know, it's the same thing. Like there's a mural here in San Jose, and it's like only like a year old or whatever. And as soon as they finished it, everybody, their mama was doing photo shoots. Everybody from every magazine, every photographer doing all kinds of photo shoots in the same location. You know, it's cool and all. The murals are sick, but I ain't gonna do no photo shoots in there in the near future. I'll find something that sticks out and maybe I'll do it. And then I gotta try to do it like no one else has done it before. But I'm not in no hurry to do it because it's already been played out. You know, and that's the whole thing. You're not really drawing out all that attention. It's not that smooth. So you have to pay, you know, we got to continue to try to be unique. And this is why you see my video, it came out so fast because I got to be the one, because people will say, oh, I already seen it. And that's why it's important for me to get my video out as soon as possible. So that's for me, it works for me. And that's one of my key strategies is to try to be out as fast as possible. So with the smaller videos and stuff like that, I might just end up doing that because at least I might even be able to get a video out quicker, and then work while that's out getting its thing done. You know, people are watching that one. I'm working on the next couple videos. So we'll see what happens. You know, it just depends. What's up, Harbor area? Yeah. Well, you know, like I said, so right now I'm actually trying to slow down, but at the same time I'm trying to get more done. It's one of those things where, you know, I know momentum is everything. Consistency is everything. And with the YouTube and making it, you know, keeping it making me money and stuff like that, I'm not I'm not looking to slow down any way, shape, or form. So, you know, there's gonna be some new stuff. I'm gonna try a couple different things and we'll see how everybody likes it. You know, I might do, maybe I'll go live on Friday. Um, I want to test the waters on that one and do a live. If not Friday, Saturday morning, which I think is nicer because I can get up and have coffee and all that good stuff. So we'll see, and we'll see how that goes. But for now, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you guys for tuning in. All the people that stuck around for this whole thing, I appreciate you. Don't forget, share, like my videos, comment in the comments. All those things is what helps me the most. You know, plain and simple. That's all I ask for. You know, continue to share, continue to like, you know, throw your feedback down in the comment section, and you know, much appreciated for everything. All right. Thank you guys and have a good night.